Hi, my name is Corey Schaefer with Pearson. I want to show off another feature that I really like in mastering. It's a feature that I've had a lot of instructors over the years ask me for, and we added it back in 2022. So as of today, which is April of 23, it's very new to us still, but maybe in the future this is an old feature. So I've created a test here for students to take. It's all over Chapter 8. This could be a Chapter 8 test for my students. And it's the ability to have multiple pools within that assessment. So I've already assembled the test how I want it. And that gets done here in the item area, but I'm going to bump over to organization. In the past, we've always been able to pool a set of questions, right? We can put in a set of 25 questions and say my students need to take 15 of the 20. So each student is getting a random question in a random order, etc., and kind of prevents any over collaboration. The feature we've added is the ability to create multiple pools. So let's say in this test, I want all of my students to have, everyone needs to do the reading questions. So I make sure that they understand the comprehension. But then the questions from the test bank, instead of making this a longer, let me see how many items I have here. Instead of making this a longer 28 item or 28 question test, I'm going to pare it down a little bit. So I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3. Let me get all these multiple choice questions here. Down to the next reading question. So I've highlighted all the questions that I want to pool. I'm going to go back up to the top, hit pool. It's automatically going to be named Pool 2. Maybe you're setting up essays for your students, though. This would be a great way to say, okay, this is my essay pool, and then create a second pool. This is my multiple choice pool, and a third pool of these are my coaching activity pools. It tells me there's 11 items in the pool. I want each student to have 4 of them. Okay, so now you'll see that pool is created. Reading questions, and then 3 more test bank questions. So because there's only 3 here, I just want each student to do 1. And then then I have 3 more reading questions and 3 more test bank questions. So I'm going to highlight the test bank questions, and maybe I want them to do 2 here. So now what I've created is I've created a test that contains 28 items, but students are only required to do 15 of them. I know because of the way I've organized this that students will get a chunk of these questions. Every student's going to get a reading question, the reading questions because they're not in the pool, and then a chunk of these questions. One reason why I really like this feature is because in mastering, we have a lot of different assignment types, right? We have these multiple choice questions that take a minute or less. And for this, these are, if you're pooling these 5 questions, it doesn't matter what question they got. But in mastering, we also have coaching activities that may take 15 or 20 minutes. So you wouldn't want to pool a coaching activity in with these 5 1-minute long questions, because then some of your students are going to get that coaching activity, some won't, and it doesn't really, there's not a fairness there for your students. So this gives us the ability to give every student that coaching activity, every student the essay, but then we can pool the multiple choice questions. Or we could even pool a bunch of the coaching activities. Great new feature. I'm really happy about it. Really proud of that we were able to put this in, because I know a lot of instructors have been asking for it. I hope this helps, but please reach out to your rep if you have any questions.